Humiliation is one of the most painful experiences a person can face. Have you ever felt like your heart was being torn apart by lies and slander? Have you ever had sleepless nights when other people's unreasonable words kept echoing in your head, making you feel small and helpless? If so, this article is for you. Think about a story I know. The story of a man who had just divorced. He tried his best to save his marriage, but in the end, his wife's deception led to the inevitable breakup. On top of that, after the divorce, he had to face slander from his ex-wife's family. They said that he was the cause of it all, that he was unhealthy, that he was stingy, that he had mistreated the wife he once loved. Those words may not only hurt your reputation, but also make you feel betrayed to the core. But what did you do wrong? Fact is, you didn't do any of those things. You tried your best to protect your marriage, but you were still unfairly blamed. We live in a world where words can be used as weapons. And sometimes the people we once trusted and loved are the ones who turn their backs on us, using cruel words to hurt us. They may fabricate, slander, and spread baseless rumors, just to make you suffer, make themselves feel powerful. Yes, insults can hurt, but remember, they are only as powerful as you allow them to be. Dealing with insults. If you are not stoic, imagine if you were not a stoic, how would you react when faced with insults? How would you feel if someone blatantly slandered you and you had no way to explain or defend yourself? You would probably feel that your honor was seriously hurt, and this feeling would make you unable to sit still. You would probably want to retaliate, prove that what was said about you was wrong, that you are not weak, that you have the right to be respected. This would push you into a never-ending battle where both you and the person who insulted you would be hurt. You would probably lose your cool, get caught up in pointless arguments. You would feel the need to explain, to convince others of the truth, and this would drain your precious energy. You would find yourself lost, with no time to focus on the really important things in life, such as family, work, and personal growth. You might become bitter, lose faith in others, and even lose faith in yourself. But do you really want to let other people's words dictate your life? Do you want to be a slave to negative emotions, letting them control your mind and actions? If you don't stop, you will be caught in a vicious cycle where your suffering only continues to increase, and you will lose more and more control over your life. Stoicism, self-control and equanimity in the face of insult. If you follow Stoicism, you will have a different approach. You will understand that what others say about you cannot change who you are. Slander, no matter how vicious, cannot touch your true character unless you allow it. Epictetus once said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is one of the core principles of Stoicism, and it can help you maintain peace of mind even when you are insulted. You may be slandered, gossiped about, or insulted, but you don't have to let it affect you. You can't control what other people think or say, but you can control how you react. You can choose not to let those words hurt you, because you know that your true worth lies not in what other people say, but in how you live and act. Stoicism is not just a philosophy of life, but also a method to help you maintain self-control, calmness in the face of life's challenges. When you are insulted, remember that you have the power to choose how you react. You can choose to stay calm, not let those words control your emotions. You can choose to let go of the things you can't control and focus on the more meaningful things in life. Personal responsibility. Look inside yourself. One of the most important lessons that Stoicism teaches is personal responsibility. When faced with humiliation, instead of blaming others, you should look within yourself. You can ask yourself, are these things really within my control? If the answer is no, then the best thing you can do is let them go and focus on the things you can control. You can't control others, but you can control yourself. You can choose not to let other people's words hurt you. You can choose not to overreact, not to argue pointlessly, and not to get caught up in unnecessary conflict. This doesn't mean you ignore everything, but it means you realize that peace of mind is much more important than trying to convince others of the truth. Forgiveness. The act of a strong person. Forgiveness is a powerful act, and it is not only forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself. When you have been wronged, Forgiveness can help you release the burden of hatred and resentment, helping you find peace in your life. Forgiveness does not mean that you accept what others have done, but that you decide not to let those actions control your life. Think about the people who have hurt you. Did they really know you? They may have acted out of their own pain and fear, and they transferred those negative emotions onto you. But that does not mean you have to carry them. Forgiveness helps you escape the cycle of suffering and find peace in your soul. Maintaining your dignity amid social obligation. If you have children with someone who has hurt you, social events like birthdays, school activities, or family events can become a challenge. But remember, the most important thing is to maintain your dignity and put your children first. In these situations, you need to act with wisdom and patience, not letting your emotions get in the way. Remember, other people's judgments don't matter. What matters is how you handle the situation and act as a good parent. Do the right thing for your children, regardless of what others think of you. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, you just need to be true to your values and always act in the best interests of your children. Humiliation can hurt, but it has no power if you don't let it. Stoicism teaches us that happiness and inner peace do not depend on what others say, but on how we perceive and respond to the world around us. You have the power to choose how you live, and no one can take that away from you unless you let them. Remember, you cannot control others. You can control yourself. Let go of the things you cannot control, and focus on the things you can change. Live by your values, and let your inner peace guide you through life's challenges. Stand up and face the humiliation. Prove that you are stronger than any words can say. Let those who have hurt you see that you do not need them to define you. You are the only one who holds the key to your happiness and inner peace. Use that key to unlock the life you deserve. A life not dominated by lies and humiliation, but one filled with meaning and value. Humiliation can hurt, but it has no power unless you let it. Stoicism teaches us that happiness and inner peace are not dependent on what others say, but on how we perceive and respond to the world around us. You have the power to choose how to live, and no one can take that away from you unless you let them. You are facing humiliation. Remember that you are not alone. Stand up and prove that you are stronger than any words can say. Share your story. Together, we will overcome these challenges. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on useful content on how to live a stronger and more self-reliant life. Leave your comments, share your stories, and together create a strong community where we can find peace and true value in life.